Hi, Dallas Bozeman, Performance Manager at Deepwater Subsea, and this is your leadership moment. So I want to talk about building the brand of you. Today, guys are starting to build their resumes for oil and gas industries or reaching outside the industry, and I think it's important that you understand that after you apply your resume, before you actually come in for the interview, the process has already started. And in the day of age of social media, whether you like it or not, recruiters are going to be able to access your Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn accounts and take a look at you and see what you're about before you ever arrive. That being said, I think it's very important that you realize you have to build your brand in a way that represents the job you want and maybe not your current situation. If I go into your LinkedIn account and the picture that you have up of yourself is you drinking a beer in the cab of your truck, or maybe it's something as simple as you work on a drill floor and you've taken a selfie out in the drill shack, what that tells me is everyone knows that maybe cell phones aren't allowed in the drill shack, so maybe you're lackluster when it comes to procedural compliance. If there's a lot of alcohol references, I might wonder if you actually have an alcohol problem. You also need to be concerned about what you allow other people to place on your timeline. If you have friends that post racial comments, sexually vulgar photographs, drug references, all those things can negatively impact your chance of landing a job. Read a USA Today article, and they were talking about the recruiting process and how people are selected for positions. 60% of people that were selected for a job were reevaluated due to spelling and grammar errors. 66% were reconsidered because of alcohol references. Once you got into references from drug use, 85% were negatively reconsidered. It was almost the same for sexual references. I think it was in the high 70s. The problem is whenever an employer is looking to bring you on, he wants to know what your values and what your character are, because those are the things that you're bringing into the workplace. And those values, whether they're accurately reflected in your social media or not, will have an impact on your selection process. So take the time, go through your LinkedIn and social media accounts, increase your privacy settings if you need to eliminate some of the less desirable traits that get placed on your social media. If you have friends that post things on your timeline that you would rather not have an employer see, go ahead, hide those from your timeline, maybe ask those friends to, for at least the time being, to abstain from posting those things. But you need to understand that in this day and age, as wide as social media is, if you don't want 100,000 people looking at it, it's best just to go ahead and keep it off your timeline, at least until your selection process is complete. Thanks for listening.